Yes, all our officers are equipped with naloxone. It's the heroin overdose antidote. In addition to the naloxone that they carry, we have the PARI program in Griffith where anyone who has a heroin addiction, or any addiction for that matter, can come to the station 24 hours, 7 days a week, and seek help. It's no risk. We'll find a bed for you usually within a few hours. We partner with many nonprofits and religious organizations to help achieve our goal. Griffith First Christian Church, the Lutheran Church, Methodist Church here in town, they've all contributed, whether it be blankets for the homeless, care kits for domestic battery victims, children of domestic battery victims, gift cards for those in need. All these entities have helped Griffith PD help those in need, and we're very appreciative of that. Lip sync challenge, I'm not familiar with it. Let me look into it. For all traffic-related concerns, the best thing that you can do to help us resolve those is to contact Lieutenant Kirk Burrow. He's in charge of the patrol division. When we get complaints, he assigns officers to address those issues. We also use speed signs to help curb speeding and also collect data. So I encourage anyone who has a speed issue or a stop sign issue, any kind of traffic concern, to contact Lieutenant Kirk Burrow at the Griffith Police Department.
Dario, and I cut the Chief's hair over at Classic Barbershop, 112 North Broad Street.
Dario's the only guy I trust cutting my hair. I learned my lesson.
Yes, all our officers do get training in autism response, as well as response to people with mental illness, addiction, Alzheimer's, and we're always looking to improve that training. And next year we'll be rolling out some prolonged yearly training that will really address these issues in a much greater depth. We do have an ordinance here in Griffith for fireworks. It is posted on our website, and we do a very good job, I believe, in getting that information out to the public. Our officers do try to enforce it, and we encourage every resident, when they do see it or hear it, to report it immediately and give us as much information on who the offender is as possible. Code enforcement is the responsibility of the Griffith Police Department, and we do have a code enforcement officer. The best thing the public can do to help us resolve code enforcement issues is to report them. You can report them through email, telephone, by calling 924-7503, or by going to the App Store and downloading Griffith on the Go. You can actually report violations directly through that app. Since going to Central Dispatch at Lake County, we have had some complaints about the questions they ask, and there's a reason for that. When we went to this Central Dispatch, they went to a program called ProQA, and that program prompts the dispatcher to ask, or rather the call taker to ask a series of questions. And those are put in place to make sure that the officers responding to your call get as much information as possible for their safety and as well as yours. Although it may seem like these questions are prolonging the call, the officers are being dispatched immediately. The town of Griffith does have a permit process for solicitors. The hours and information on that permit process are listed in our town code, which can be accessed through our webpage at the Griffith Police Department. If someone does come to your door, they should have one of these badges. They're given by the town. They've got a permit number. All our officers have this data in their computers, so if you have someone that comes to your door and you question the validity of the permit, please call us. Or if someone comes to your door without a permit, please call us immediately and give us as much information on the person as possible. Well, thank you for the compliment of the officers. The culture of Griffith PD has always been, I think, a very positive one, very outgoing with approachable officers. And that's something in the past 5 years since I've been chief that I've tried to really encourage. I believe the festivals and the events that we have in town that draw a lot of people into our community and have them have the opportunity to interact with our officers in a very friendly atmosphere has helped as well. But thank you for the compliment. Out-of-state plates are an issue that we constantly deal with, as well as most communities that border another state. It is something that we address on a case-by-case basis. It's a complicated statute to enforce due to a number of factors. Some of those factors include if someone is borrowing a car of a relative or if it's a work vehicle and those people live in the other state, it's very problematic for us. But we do encourage you, if you have someone that you suspect has a personally owned vehicle and they are the owner operator of that vehicle, to report that to the Griffith Police Department. We appreciate your suggestion. The town of Griffith has a safety committee that meets periodically, and we review requests like this for signage. And I can see where this might be an issue along the crossings where the intersections get blocked, and we'll definitely look into this and hopefully resolve the matter for you. Thank you. Yes, the Social Services Division was created in January of this year. It's a partnership with the Griffith Public Schools. The social worker is a master level social worker. Her name is Erica Rios. She splits her time between the police department and the school. She's an employee of the police department, and the school reimburses a portion of her salary. And the idea was to better serve the needs of our community, especially with the children, to make sure that we get the referrals made that can help them live a very productive, meaningful life. And by addressing the social issues, we hope that we have less issues with crime in the future.
Let me say this and let me be very clear. I have no plans to run for office in Lake County. That's all I have to say about this. I've got to get back to the work of the people of Griffith.